All right, moving on. I'm just gonna ramble a bit here. So, each tile in Mahjong, there are only 4 pieces of it in the entire set. So, there's 4 east, there's 4 threes, and, every other tile, there's only 4 copies of it, right? So the point of the game is that you have to use your resources really well, because what happens is that you have 13 tiles in your hand. So let's get my 13 tiles back. Let's say I have a hand like this. So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 14 tiles, or 13 tiles. And then when it's my turn, I draw a tile from the wall, and now I have 14 tile. And you have to decide what tile you need in order to win. So right now, I need a pair because I don't have a pair. So I can choose one of these 2 tiles to toss away. And then I'll choose to toss this one. And then the next player would go and they would draw from the wall. And then they'll draw a tile, and then they would toss a tile. And the point of this is that we're just racing to see who can get their hand the fastest. But then there's also the more complexity to it, because each hand has certain values, and there are certain rules in Mahjong that you need certain values in order to win. So the next person draws a card, they toss out a tile. Let's say they toss out a 3 because there's already a 3 in the pile. And then the third player goes, they toss out a 3 again. And then the player before me's go, and they toss out, let's say, this tile. And then it's my turn again, so I decide to draw. And then I draw a tile, and then voila, I got my pair, and I won. And that's about it. Every person just goes drawing from the wall and tossing out a tile. Now, you have to really evaluate the state of the game and see which tiles are available and which tiles you need. Now, this is probably my hand in the very late game. It's not what the hand would look like once the game started. So let's try doing that. I'm just gonna flip over these tiles and randomly pick out 12. And you have to really just decide what tiles you kind of want to go for. And we'll talk about tile efficiency and tile acceptance in a further video. But the point of the game is, this would be basically how I played. Let's stack up some of these tiles. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So in Japanese Mahjong, because there's no flowers, you only use 17 tiles per wall. In Hong Kong, you would include the flowers, and then that would make you have 18 tiles per wall. But for now, we're not going to play with these flowers. And then each player would just go around taking out 4 tiles. So, 4 for me, 4 for this dude, 4 for that dude, and then 4 for this dude, and then 4 for me again, and then go around again. Now I have 12, and then let's say I'm east, which is the starting player, which means I'm the dealer, so I get another 2 tiles. Let's not do that. Let's do it out evenly so that everyone can see. So 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for him, 1 for her, and then 1 for me again. So now, this mat is really sticky. Now I have 14 tiles, and that's basically my starting hand. Let's just show it to everyone, right? So let's just put all the cards a little facing upward so that we can all see. So first thing you want to do is you want to start organizing your hand. A good way to do it is just by suits. And put all the characters on one side, put all the things of similar suits together so you can really see it, and sort of like that. And now you kind of want to figure out how you want to win. So I have 2, 3, 4 starting right off. As you remember, 3 consecutive numbers of the same suit is one set. So this is one set for us. This is what I call a floating tile because it's not really attached to anything. So this one's just right here. 4, 5, 6 is another set because they're all of the same suits. 4, 5, 6 manzi, 2, 3, 4 of circles. And then the 5 and the 6 are together. The 3, 5, 6 is not consecutive because 3 does not come before the 5. What you want is you want 4, 5, 6, or you want 3, 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7. That's what you would need to make another sarang, or chi, or chow, however you want to call it. And then we have these floating characters that we don't have a single pair. So let's say it's our turn to toss. Ideally, when we want to toss any one of these, for now, let's just toss these. Or this is south, this is nam. And then we go around in a circle. Each player would toss out something. Let's say this player tossed out this player tossed out that, and this player tossed out this. And then now, once again, it's my turn, and I draw from the wall. Let's say I drew a 4. So now your hand looks kind of like this. So now you have 3, 4, 5, 6, and you only need 3 consecutive numbers. You don't need 4 consecutive numbers. But it might be a good idea just to keep it in case if you draw some other numbers that match on the side, or you draw a duplicate of this, and suddenly you have a pair. Because once again, in order to have a winning hand, your hand must have 4 sets and 1 pair. So we have 1 set and we have 2 sets. And now we have 3 sets, and now we just need a 4th set and a pair. So let's say we toss out the south. Oh yeah, once again, I'm east because I drew the 14 and I'm the dealer. So I have 3, 6, 10, 13 tiles. I need to draw something from the wall. I draw this. I don't really want this tile either. I kind of want to just toss out these character tiles. So I'm going to toss this, and then everyone's going to toss out something after they draw one. And then once again, it's going to be my turn. Let's see what I get. Let's say I get a 5. I drew a 5. So now we have something like this. This looks kind of complicated, but you don't really have to worry about it until you draw out. Let's toss out this one because we don't care. So we have 3, 4, 5. This is a set. Same thing as these. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. These are all sets. So we have 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets. Now we want to get something to fill in this one and make this a set. And then we just need 1 pair. So easy way to organize our hand. Put this to the side and ignore it. Or keep this right here so you can see all of them together. Let's draw something. Let's draw an 8. So we drew an 8. So now we have a pair. We're going to toss out this one because it doesn't really help us in any way. And now we are in tenpai, which is the Japanese way of saying that you are ready to win. You're basically ready. Your hand is pretty much 1 card away from winning. So how can you win the game? When someone tosses out the tile that you need, you can call, in Cantonese, you can say sik, right? Sikwu. That means that I am eating off of your tile and I have won. Japanese, you say ron. So this person tosses out this. I have the 4 and the 6, so I can make 4, 5, 6. This is my winning tile. I win. So basically that person loses to me directly, and then that person would pretty much pay me in terms of value directly. The other way is that, if someone didn't toss this out and then you're trying to draw again, you draw from the wall and you draw this. Bam. You just drew your winning tile. You have won. You have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, and a pair. You have won the game. This is a self-win, so self-drawn in Cantonese, jimal, right? You jimal at the hand. That means every other player pays you a certain amount. And that's it. That's basically it. Now let's say we swapped out this, and let's say we had some other thing in our hand. We had these 2 instead. So now, if our hand looked like this, we have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, and a pair, and a pair. So now what do we need to win? We just need one of these. We need either a third south, a third nam, right? Or a third baton, another 8 of circle. So let's say someone tossed out this one. Oh, we can win off of that. Now we completed a triple. So we have 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, and our pair. So this is also a winning hand. This is a winning hand. Yes. Yep. That's it.